Hey guys, it's Lady Ambrosia. Sorry I look like a hot ass mess. I've been running around all day since pretty much dawn. So I've been going here, there, and everywhere. I met up with one of my really good friends today. She is an artist and she is also a vendor at Pagan Pride, and she has an amazing, cute little shop. It's the Cedar Copse. And I'll probably put a link in the down bar, or you can get in touch with me and I can kind of send you a link over to her shop. But she makes soaps and, I mean, just amazing little like collar chains and head crowns, which I have a little like head chain that I'll show you guys in their video. Beautifully crafted, gorgeous, witchy. She has great stuff. Well, back in, what was it? September was our Pagan Pride, I think. It was the last Saturday of September. I bumped into her. Catherine is just a beautiful person, inside and out, wonderful energy, wonderful store, and she was selling these familiar dolls, is what she calls them. And I fell in love with them. They are so cute. And I asked her if she, would be able to do a custom order, and she told me that she does do custom orders, and I was so excited. So I took one of her business cards and I looked up her Instagram on the Cedar Copse as well and got in touch with her. And I was like, I'm really interested in getting one of your familiar dolls. I feel very called to them, very drawn to them. I need one. And she was like, I'd be more than willing to work with you. And she did just that. And I'm going to show you guys the doll, the familiar doll. She does not have a name yet, but I will be naming her. And I'm really excited to bring this familiar doll into my practice. So this is the doll. So she made all of this by request. I told her I wanted her to have big ears, and she's got the big ears and the long braided hair, and she's got a little like witchy outfit on with a little necklace file. She is like so perfect. She's amazing. And she's even stuffed with some of my two favorite herbs that I resonate with so highly, which is patchouli and rose. That scent combination is almost like orgasmic to me. Like, I love that. I'm constantly burning patchouli and rose incense. Most of the perfume and oils I wear are patchouli and rose. So that's why I really wanted my familiar doll to be embodied with that. And she is just honestly like 10 out of 10. I'm not being paid to promote her business. I'm really passionate about supporting local artists and supporting local businesses and supporting pagan businesses. And I'm just very impressed with the level of skill and craftsmanship and care that she spent, really creating this exactly how I wanted. So I'm going to be doing a initiation ritual with this little dolly, and I will go into that at a later date. I just kind of wanted you guys to be introduced to her, and I'm sure y'all will hear me talk about her much more. And because Catherine is such an amazing business owner and dear friend of mine, she also threw in some freebies, which was so kind. And they're shells that are candles. And I believe that she sells these in her shop too. I don't know if she gives these out just as freebies or if she sells these or what, but check them out. They're super cute. Definitely, like, I'm going to be using these for like ritual baths more than likely, or I might working with like Aphrodite and incorporate these some way. Or, I mean, they're so cute. I almost don't want to burn them. They might just sit like in my bathroom more as like decor candles. So we'll see. But, so I met up with her at Starbucks today and we had a little chit chat, and she's always lovely to see. And, then I had to go to my nail appointment. So I got my nails done. They needed to fill so bad. And when my nails grow out, like, it irks me. I'm a Libra, but I'm born close enough to Virgo that I need fresh nails. I need my talons. I need my claws. Ugh. So after that, I met up with another dear friend of mine. And you know, I was watching, I might totally mispronounce this, and if I do, I am so sorry. Samara Nix. I was watching one of her videos where she did a haul from like an antique store, and amazing stuff that she found. And me and my friend were actually talking about going thrifting, but our schedules are just so crazy and it seems like the stars never align. So today we actually got to go to the thrift store, which I was really excited about. I've been wanting to go. I'm off today from the salon. So I was like, girl, like, let's go today. Like, I'm so down if you're down. And she was like, yeah, like, let's do it. And I was like, sweet. So we went, not downtown, but like they have like a strip of Noble there in Noblesville. There's like a strip, like downtown Noblesville, I guess. Little old town kind of, and they have several antique malls over there, which I actually didn't know. Ooh, guys, my hair. I'm sorry, I'm a hot ass mess. But they have several antique malls, and you know, going in, I kind of just set the intention that, like, you know, if there's something here for me, you know, let me feel called to find it and to let it stand out and, you know, reveal itself to me, because I am not the best thrifter in the world. When, you know, at like thrift stores and antique stores and Goodwill and whatnot, when there's just like chaotic mess everywhere, I just kind of get overwhelmed by it, and I'm not a very good treasure hunter. So I kind of just wanted to kind of set the intention, you know, to the universe that, like, help me. I might not be able to find what I need or what is trying to call to me. So if there is something out there that, you know, is calling to me, make it more visible or help me be able to find it easier. You know, so, and wow, did I receive, gosh, I found some amazing stuff. I don't know why I haven't been doing this earlier. Truly, with the stuff that I found today, I'm just like, I'm feeling very blessed today. So one of the first things that I found in the shop, which my friend also is a huge lover of skeleton keys as well. But look at these. I've been playing with these in my hand the whole video because I just love these so much. They're 3 little skeleton keys. And I want to say that these are made of iron. But myself and another witchy sister of mine have felt a little called by Hecate recently and her energy. And I know that one of her symbols are the keys, because she's more of like a pathfinding goddess. And I found these and I immediately thought of Hecate, and I also immediately thought of Ellen of the Ways, who's another, I want to say that she's Celtic in origin, but she's a pathfinding goddess. And the really cool thing about her is that she actually has antlers, which is really interesting because most feminine deities don't have horns or antlers. So I just think that's really cool. And on the topic of antlers, now I'm going to preface this by saying that I am a huge cruelty-free supporter. I'm a vegetarian. Like, I'm into, you know, animal rights and protecting our ecosystems and all of that. And that can be for a whole other video. But I found this today on the topic of antlers and Ellen of the Ways and horns. And this is an antler. Now, some of you, you know, I know don't use animal parts in your practice. Some of you do. Here's my take, okay? And this is just my opinion. For me, antlers shed naturally. These naturally come off of the animal. I also use feathers, and I don't think that feathers, you know, the animal does not have to die. Birds naturally molt, and so the feathers are naturally shed. As far as antlers, sometimes the animals can lose their antlers, but amongst fighting, or usually it's just natural shedding. Now in the bin, because they had a huge bin of these, there were some that were like in a pair, and they were connected by a skull fragment. So that led me to believe that there was probably a life ended too soon, or an animal just happened to be found dead and the skull was still attached, or the animal was hunted. But when they naturally shed their antlers, this is what they look like. I mean, there was even one with some fur still left on it. So for me, you know, yes, I am a tree hugging, dirt loving, animal praising, you know, granola vegetarian witch. But I don't have an issue with using this in my practice. And some of you might not. This is just my take. I found this. I also felt like this definitely reminded me of the horned god as well. And I mean, this was a big fella. Like, look at that. This was a big one. This is a big one. It's huge. So I have a couple ideas with this. I don't know if I'll actually incorporate this into my altar space or into spells or rituals, but I think that it would be really beautiful if I were to figure out a way to kind of hang it, and then maybe like hang stuff off of the antler pieces, like dream catchers or these keys, or I don't know. I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. Also, I will say that by holding it and feeling it, I don't really feel like there's bad juju attached to this. Like I did feel with the one that still had fur attached to it. So I got this, and I got these keys. And yeah, I was really, really stoked about that today. Another thing that was super awesome, in the basement of this antique shop, they had a little crystal section, and check out these puppies. These are like roughly like palm-sized clusters of amethyst. Now I have a shitty webcam, and I'm sorry, so I don't know how like much justice this will actually do, but these are gorgeous. I can tell that they definitely need a good cleansing, and I will be doing that before I start incorporating these. I mean, they're here in my witchy room, which, you know, vibrates, I would say, at a pretty high frequency, but I'm still gonna blow these over with some sage. But I found these, and these were $7. At my local metaphysical store, because we have several here in Indiana, these would at least be like $20, hands down for sure. And these were $7. So I fell in love with those. I feel like you can never really have enough amethyst. And then another thing I found at the thrift store was this, which I don't know how much justice my webcam will actually do this, but when I first saw it, I thought it kind of looked like an Albon shell, but this is more of like a rainbow chrome kind of colorant, and then the tag said that it was like a pearl shell, so I'm not sure if it's a pearl Albon shell or if it's like, I mean, I think that's what it is a pearl Albon shell. So I got this as well, which I'm probably gonna use this as like a moon bowl, and I'm like gonna put my crystals in it, probably by like my windowsill to kind of charge crystals in the moonlight, since this is so reflective. Or I might use this as a gratitude bowl. I mean, I'll let you guys know what I end up doing with this, but I was super, super stoked when I saw this today. And then I found this, which is just like a little wood carving plaque. And I want to say this was like $3, I think I spent. And I love the image. She kind of reminds me a little bit of Aphrodite, which is another deity that I'm feeling heavily called to right now as well. So I got that. I just think it's so beautiful. Just love it. Just love it. It's wonderful. And then, so then after that, we decided, you know, they were getting ready to close, and we wanted to check out, get out of their hair, so we weren't like those people who were like in there to the last minute. So we got out of there, and then we went to Goodwill, and we went thrifting there, and I found a couple things there, this being one of them, which this is like a Gladiator cologne bottle, and the cologne is not wonderful. It's really not. It kind of sinks. But I think what I'm going to do, there's like the top of it, but I think what I'm going to do with this is probably take the cologne out, and I think I have some war oil, or maybe I'll put my banishing oil. I think I'm going to put my war oil in it, because being a gladiator, it just reminds me of the ferocity of a gladiator. And I might put my war oil in it, because my war oil I use is like, get the fuck away from me kind of deal. So I'll probably put that in this bottle and have a container for it, so it's not just in a mason jar. And I feel like this container as well would be very fitting for that specific oil. Which all of this stuff, before I incorporate it into any kind of spiritual practice, I always cleanse it. And really, when I go to the thrift stores and stuff like that, or secondhand stores, I try to be very mindful of the potential energy that could be attached to it, just because you are bringing that into your house. But especially with spiritual goods, I always make sure that I'm cleansed and I'm charged, and the intention is set on what my use is for it. And then the other stuff I got isn't necessarily particularly witchy. It's just kind of cool stuff I found. So if you guys have seen some of my other videos, you know that, like, in dealing with Samhain, I'm working on, like, the grief of losing my mother. And I have a photograph of me, and it's like me, my mother, and my grandmother, and we're all actually laying on the floor, and so the camera just picks up like from like here up, and I'm sitting like this, and my mom's sitting like this, and then my grandmother's sitting like this. It's the cutest picture. I'll have to show it to you guys. But I've been meaning to put it in a frame, because right now I just have it in a loose photograph, and I really want to do it justice, because it's probably my favorite picture of the three of us, and it shows 3 generations, which are, I just think that's awesome. And I found this picture frame, which is the perfect size for the photograph. And then it has this little glass piece here and like some ivy on this side. And this says family, love, and laughter. And I just thought this was super cute, paid $1 for it, perfect size for the frame. So I'm definitely going to be putting that photo in there. And then I just got 2 other little things. I kind of really like wall art a lot. I feel like I cannot do just plain white walls. It drives me nuts. And so I found this little dude, which was 50 cents. And it says, 99 cents. And it says, follow your dreams, they know the way. And it has like a little chain with a button on it, which I thought that was a super fun, like 3-dimensional addition onto this. And in our downstairs bathroom, I call it my Buddha bathroom, because I have some Buddha figures in there. And then I have like this inspirational scrolls that hang off the wall. And then I have like fun little sentimental kind of sayings like this. And so that will be going in the downstairs Buddha bathroom. Which that's actually a tradition I picked up from my mother, because in the downstairs bathroom of my mother's house, all 4 walls of that room was filled with like inspirational quotes, and like it was a tradition, I guess, that I just carried on from my mother. And then this was 50 cents, and this is just like a little graphic kind of like canvas print of a bird's nest and an egg, and I just thought that was super, super cute, and I liked it, and it was 50 cents, and damn it, I'm buying it. It was one of those just like, I need it. So yeah, so those were my finds. I'm gonna probably hop off here, because I just now saw that I've been rambling about this for almost 20 minutes now, and I'm sure that you guys are bored. So I hope all of you have a good rest of your night, and many blessings, y'all.